Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, let me fix this. Oh, come on. Ah, trying to do a bunch of things. Sean's not going to be on tonight, so I thought I'd jump on and have fun as we bring in the new year. 2026 is here, and 2025 is on its way out. Let's see. Yeah. So, we got roughly 50 minutes till the new year. And we talked about it last night a little bit. And I don't think 2025 was that bad. I know some people are going to disagree with me. Oh, let's see what's going on. Thank you. I'm going to change something up real quick. I hate that it can't sound. Microphone is.
How is that? That should be fine. I am through my regular microphone. I don't know if there's an issue. Let me know. But 2025, I don't think was that bad. We got the return of Donald J. Trump, which I think is more important than most people realize. Could you imagine if Hillary Clinton, or not Hillary Clinton, excuse me, Kamala Harris actually got in? Could you imagine that? So, and we would never found out a lot of issues that have been going on in this government and the fraud that is going on in this government. I mean, what is being exposed is unbelievable. And now we're hearing out of California. Thank you, Canadian Heavy Haul. Happy New Year's to you, too. Thank you for popping in real quick. I understand there's going to be people that are going to be doing family things. I just thought it'd come on for those that are bored. Like me. There we go. I just thought I'd jump in real quick. We're going to spend the next 50 minutes together as we get ready for the new year to ring in. Like I said, Sean got stuck and he couldn't jump on like he wanted to. It happens. Life gets in the way. I've been trying to find some feeds that I could post up for everybody. I was looking at some feeds and because right now, if you want to see some great fireworks, just be right here in the Tampa area. It's not that there's any government run. It's everybody lighting off their own fireworks. It's pretty calm right now, but midnight, it turns into a war zone. It's gotten less and less over the years. But when I first moved down here, holy shit, it was bad. I don't see it being real bad tonight. But I know a lot of people are all down in the dumps about how 2025 went. People, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. Let's take out that Donald J. Trump is now president, which that is depending where you are on the political spectrum, how you going to feel about him being in office. But when I sit here and I look at what has happened in the past year, not just the fraud, the waste, the scams that have been exposed, it is the two-tier justice system that has been going on behind our back. The I mean, Doge exposed, and everybody think Doge is done with it. It's not. It's now, instead of being a one large, it's in each section of our government overlooking everything. And we're looking at, after the first of the year, is when the House is supposed to start pushing a lot of this Doge bills and start pushing Donald J. Trump's agenda stronger. And as we discussed last night, I think it's part of the agenda to do that they purposely set it up so that it was closer to the midterms, to keep it fresh in everybody's mind what is going on. You know how the Democrats are. They play the game. They will change the narrative. They have control of the mainstream media, which really is getting weaker and weaker by the day. When you have a 20-something-year-old citizen journalist exposing massive fraud in Minnesota at a daycare center that is millions of dollars of fraud of U.S. taxpayer money. And what really amazes me is that the media isn't covering that. It's covering and trying to attack the kid who exposed it. They're more upset that this kid exposed it than they are about the actual fraud. We have, hang on. Our inflation rate is down. I know it went up a little bit, but it went back down. Gas prices are way down. Thanksgiving dinners were cheaper. I know leftists were out there. Oh my God, I'm paying more. Well, when you buy high-end stuff, you're going to pay more money. What most people are buying out of the grocery stores was not. It was cheaper than the year before. The media tried covering up, but it was exposed for what it is. Everything's getting cheaper in the United States. Donald J. Trump's economy is already turning the country around. Hang on. Trying to get some decent music going. Yeah, I got that off. Gas is down. Groceries are down. All the bills across housing's going down. Interest rates are going down. More money's being pumped into the economy. People are spending more money. Taxes are being cut. You have states here in Florida, they're trying to do away with property tax. Why should I have to rent my property from the government? I paid for taxes when I bought the house. There is a lot of money income, and it'll only be to those who own and live in their house. If you rent your house out, if you're a corporate company that owns these houses, if this is your vacation house, you're still going to have to pay property tax. So it's not like we're losing all money incoming. We knew when Trump got elected that we were going to see the protest. We knew that was going to happen. We know the obstruction was going to happen. But I did not foresee it happening on this scale that we have seen. I'm just dumbfounded at the scale. Hang on. I want to pull up the Washington Monument. Let me see if I can reverse these. No. No. There we go. This is out of Washington, D.C., the Washington Monument. It's being lit up for not just the New Year's Eve, but don't forget that we are coming into our 250th year anniversary of the United States of America. And there's a lot of celebrations, and of course, the left is fighting it, which doesn't surprise me with their hatred of this country. If you don't want me to say or think that you hate this country, stop acting it. Stop fighting against the best interest of this country. The only thing I hear out of the liberals this year for their hate of Donald J. Trump and the fact that they lost power is they have fought for cartels, narco-terrorists, just drug smugglers across the board. They have fought for sex traffickers, human traffickers altogether, a wife beater. They have stood up for. They have stood up for people who have broken our law. I don't care if the first time offense is a civil punishment. It is still breaking our law to enter this country. It is still a law that you break. The first time breaking it, you get a civil penalty. That doesn't make it less. That still is a fucking crime, people. And this is what the Democrat Party constantly fights for. And I can't understand it. That's why I'm hoping the article I read yesterday, where it was saying that the Schumer and the Democrats aren't going to fight as much on the next budget that is going to start in another week. Once the Senate goes back in session, we have it till the end of the month or another shutdown. I think the Democrats understand they got smacked hard with this last shutdown, that it wasn't a success that they tried to make it out to be. And I think they understand 17% approval rating. It may be starting to seep into some of their heads that this isn't the smartest way to go. They're appeasing a small fringe faction. I understand, and I have no problem working normally working with opposing party. It's kind of childish to say, well, I only want it my way only, and 100%. And that's some of the reasons why I'm having problems with libertarians too, because it seems to be that they want everything their way only. Well, unfortunately, that's not the way it works in this country. You know what I mean? We need to give and take, and there has to be some give. Right now, I don't want to give. Democrats need to learn how to act like adults when they're in political power. And that's not to say that the Republicans are perfect. That's far cry. But the ones that are acting like mature adults right now are the Republicans, for the most part. There's quite a few that are still childishly upset. Rand Paul. I mean, what is Rand Paul is upset because Donald Trump ended his presidential bid and made him look like a little bitch. So now Rand Paul, and I was a Rand Paul supporter. I'll tell you right now, I originally in 2015 was going to support Rand Paul and Ted Cruz until I got to change this. I just noticed this. There we go. Much better. Much better. I got to check on my puppy dog. My puppy dog don't like the fireworks. He's laying at my feet right now. But I was going to support those two. Ooh, this is kind of nice. Dun, da, 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 250. But yeah, I was going to support them, but the shit they started doing and acting like little bitches. And Trump just started showing me more and more that he was serious about running and that he was actually going to do something. So I backed him. And it's the best thing that could have happened for this country. Hillary would have got in, we'd have been fucked. I'm surprised this country isn't in worse shape with Biden being in charge. But if we went from Obama to Hillary, we would have been screwed royally. We would have been worse than I've ever seen. Kamala, that would have been bad. So the fact that we did not have to put up with Kamala for 2025, I'll take. I know what really bad happened in 2025. I mean, we did not have anything like COVID. Really no new wars. Happy New Year, Zahara. I think that's it. Happy New Year's to you. It's things could be worse. It could be a lot worse, people. We're fighting these narco terrorists and finally taking the fight to them. The fentanyl deaths are dropping. And as far as I know, that's a good thing. Last time I checked, lowering the fentanyl death rate is a good thing. But Democrats just, they don't want any success. I've heard them. Well, it's Jasmine Crockett, so I'll take it with a grain of salt, that she don't believe the border numbers. She still thinks illegals are flooding in. We have a secure border now. Once everything's done, if people want to talk about redoing our immigration laws, that's fine. But let's do it the proper way. The Democrats have fought that tooth and nail from start to finish. But we finally have some government officials that are putting the country first. We're not getting taxed to death by other countries, aka tariffs. We're finally fighting fire with fire. I mean, how long were we supposed to keep getting screwed over by other countries, lose manufacturing jobs? It just... Trying to find... I wish I could find some kind of feed for ad in New York or something, but I can't take any of the like CBS's, Fox, CNN's. They're copyrighted, so I can't use them. There's got to be some live feeds out there somewhere. Let's see how this one shows. Pop this one on for a minute. See, I'm not going to knock the people. I could not do the New York thing. I could not do that. You had to get there God knows what time early in the day and stand there all day. You can't even really go to the bathroom or anything. I mean, it's that friggin' bad. But people love to do it. I'm not going to knock people for what they want to do. Do what you want to do. But me, no. I'm happy to come home, be here, talking to you guys. Or if I wasn't coming on air, I would have spent it with my family. But my wife was like, go. They're going down to the neighbors, couple doors down. Hey, have fun. I'll do this. Oh, it's just the resistance, that obstruction. I'm not even call it resistance. I'm going to call it outright what it is. Obstruction that the left has done. And they've done more damage to their own brand than they've done to Donald Trump. I mean, they're trying to campaign on Donald Trump for 2026. He's not running again, people. He is not going to be running again. And you're trying to run on Donald Trump. It's not smart. You keep telling us that you're going to make it more affordable. My question is, if you know how to make it more affordable, why didn't you do that under Obama? Or, excuse me, Biden. Sorry, Biden. Things got worse under Biden. So please tell me if because Swalwell, Chris Murphy, they're all, we're gonna make it. We know how to make it better. The only thing Democrats know how to do is to put more taxes in and take more money from you. And we found out that money wasn't going to help people. It was going to line pockets through the NGOs, through USAID, and then into NGOs, and then that money was disseminated not where it was supposed to go, but into pockets. That's exactly what we found out. And people, I'm hoping, are understanding it. I mean, the Democrats have been screaming threat to democracy and using it as a weapon. And the only thing they're doing that for is to justify censorship, surveillance, because you found out Biden's DOJ went way out of line in surveilling not just U.S. citizens, but our politicians, legal harassment, and selective prosecution. And they're trying to override an election. These people talk about that all the time, bitch and moan they did for 4 years under Biden. But yet they've been trying since 2016. They're trying to do it now, 2020. Well, we're going to 2026. They're trying to overturn the election. Trump won. Get the fuck over it. Regroup like adults. Figure out what you have to do to make it better. And then come back and fight that way. Trying to block an election is not the smart thing to do. You've hurt your brand more than anything. The Democrat Party, I mean, it's been exposed that they were not for the everyday person that they used to represent. So they hurt themselves more than anything. 29 minutes till 2026 rings in. It's just, I had no problem. 2025 was a good year for me. There was some bad here and there, yes. Guess what? That's life. But for overall, it looked good on, it is what it is. And to this point, in 2025, democracy became a slogan, not a principle for the Democrat Party. And if Democrat Party wants to ignore elections, what exactly are citizens voting for at that point? I mean, they've kind of jammed on us that they think they are above us and better than us. They think they're above prosecution. We have watched as they have broken the law time and time again. And then when they've gotten arrested recently, or at least indicted, they throw a hissy fit. And then they scream about using the Justice Department against your political opponent, when that's exactly what they did for 4 years under Biden. And I think what's worse is that people actually buy this bullshit. They believe it. They're so blinded by their hatred. And I really am to the point that what they are accusing us of, they are doing the exact thing behind everybody's back. We've seen protests that block highways, and we're told it's just expressions. Speech that offended certain people were harmed. Parents questioning schools were extremists, and repeat offenders were misunderstood. I mean, that's the Democrat Party, what they were screaming for, God knows, 4 years. And they scream about totalitarian government, fascism. Man, that's exactly what you're protecting. To the point actual violence was minimized, and they've tried to criminalize speech. We watched a gentleman that wanted to have debate, wanted to have discussions, get murdered. And the left blew it off. They laughed. They cheered. They still do to this day. Yes, there's some on the right that would cheer it too. I mean, I'm not going to deny there's some scumbags over here too. There's Rob Reiner. What happened to him should not have happened. It should not have happened. No person should go through that. But when it comes to politics, I do not like the man. But as a human being, he didn't deserve that. I ain't going to cheer it on. His son needs a lot of help. And I will not cheer it. There's actually only one person I would cheer if something like that happened. That's the guy that shot my father. And that's a personal connection. But otherwise, no. Is there justified murder? Yeah, sometimes there is. It's damn, I can't find shit. I don't know yet. All right, now listen to Slayer. But I mean, if anybody wants to come in and join the conversation, you can jump in on YouTube, look up SHR Media, click on the live little round red circle, and jump in the chat room and chime in. I have no problem. If you want to talk about something specific that happened in the last year, let's talk about it. And we got, 23 minutes. 23 minutes. I wonder if the Democrats are also, I mean, they're wasting money on these lawsuits. Anybody notice that? What's Donald Trump like 20-5 or 30-5 when it comes to the Supreme Court so far? There's been a lot of cases already sent to the Supreme Court and they've ruled in his favor. They keep, cheering these little, the border, the economy. We were told it was all in our head. Then the numbers started coming out. The Democrat Party has been gaslighting us for a long time. We were told under Biden that the high cost was a figment of our imagination. It wasn't happening. Now prices are going down. Oh, no. You're still paying high prices. You just don't understand. When I have more money in my bank account and I'm not paying out as much as I used to, yeah, I do understand. And to me, it's stupid of them to do this because you're insulting us. I mean, I'm going to say they're so stupid. They came out bashing Obamacare, screaming that they need all this money because it's going to fail and people are going to pay high prices. And what was Obamacare built for? Or we were at least told it was going to be built for, to make it more affordable. And we all said, no, it isn't. This is going to destroy healthcare. It's going to make it more expensive. And now we got a system that if we don't pump in billions of dollars of tax money, the prices are going to go up. Well, they sat there and they bashed and didn't realize they were bashing their baby. Then they scream, well, Republicans haven't put anything forth. We put a bill forth and they vote against it immediately. Even the CBO, which usually is very liberal in its numbers, said, yeah, this is going to save billions of dollars. It's going to cut cost. It's going to be cheaper doing it this way. And the Democrats voted against it. The year that the Democrats have fought against everything that is positive for America, for the American people, the Democrats have only fought for illegals, rapists, wife beaters, narco terrorists, cartels, and the list goes on. But they don't fight for the American people. I know they come out there and say, oh, we're fighting for the American people. I could tell you I'm the fucking Pope. Doesn't make me the Pope, does it? And if I have one wish for the new year, I know I got a better chance of getting a unicorn than this wish coming true, is that the Democrat Party takes a good look inside itself and realize exactly how hated they are and how far they have fallen. That the American people aren't as stupid as they think. The internet is forever. These videos are forever. It's not like 15, 20, 30 years ago. We're trying to find some of these videos of past speeches, past votes. It wasn't readily available. Now it's at a fingertip where you can find it in minutes. We also need to push to have term limits. I had a brain fart there. Term limits. Make politicians responsible for what they say. That they can't go out here and intentionally lie to us like they have been. They know what they're saying is lies. And both sides. I mean, there's national security. I can understand that. I'm talking the rhetoric bullshit that they pull, the lies. So sick of it. Now, that's beautiful what they did with the Washington Monument right there. That's beautiful. And we should be this year doing the celebrations that we're going to do. 250 years is a great feat for our country. And we've been a leader amongst countries that have been around longer than us. And we've been a leader. And that's what we got to go back to, being a fucking leader and stop. Well, you know, Europe does this, so we should do it. No. We lead by example. We don't follow. We create the standard. We create the trend. We also need to take care of us before anybody else. That doesn't mean we don't help anybody else. America first, yes. America first does not mean America only. And that's what people need to get through their head. We do need to help when we can, when it's beneficial. The reason Europe's pissed at us, Canada's pissed at us, and all these countries are pissed at us is because they're not getting the money they used to get from us. And they're upset by it. We've cut back on spending in NATO. We've cut back on spending on the UN. We've been one of the major financiers for those two organizations for how long now? And it's about time they start picking up the pace. And that's what they're upset about, because we always hear, well, they do socialism over there in Europe and it works great. Yeah, it works great when they don't have to pay for a military to defend themselves because we're doing it for them. Yeah, that's easy because you have money. Yeah, we're borrowing money to give to other countries. I don't understand that. How many of you would go take a loan that you're going to have to repay to give it to a neighbor that doesn't even like you 20 blocks from you and is never going to pay it back? How many people would actually do that? You'd be an idiot to do something like that. Now, if you got the money and you want to help out and you don't care what they think and you want to help out, you got the money, go right ahead. But for the most part, I don't see anybody going, I'm going to go take a massive loan out and give it to this neighbor that lives 20 miles from me and they hate me and want to see me die, but I'm going to give them all this money, but I'm going to have to repay the loan and they're not. I'd like to see how many people would actually do that. Democrats love to preach about all this stuff, but when it comes to actually doing that type of stuff themselves, that's socialism. Always calling for other people's money, but never their own. And so many people, and some people that I thought were smart, have fallen for the rich, bitching about the rich. And that blows my mind. Especially when you talk Elon Musk. Elon Musk probably has paid more taxes than anybody in the United States ever has. He's paying $1 billion a year in taxes. But he's not paying his fair share. No, it's you want him to pay your share because you don't want to spend the money. You want him funding stuff because you don't want to fund it. I'm for going to a flat tax. Then everybody's paying an equal amount. Because if everybody's paying 7%, everybody's paying equal, aren't they? Doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're paying 7% and I'm paying 7%, that's fair. We got 13 minutes, people. And we talked about it yesterday on BZ's show, too. I don't want to see it, but I really question whether we can come back together as a country. We have such a political divide in this country, such hatred, distrust. How you doing, Jack? Happy New Year's to you too, sir. We have such a distrust for everybody else that no one can. I mean, there's still people. I mean, I accept other people's opinions. I have friends that are Democrat. I respect their choices. I don't agree with them, but I can respect it. It's their right. That's what makes this country great. But it's getting. What's up, buddy? Come here. Hey. Hang on. Hey, you want to come up here? Hey. You want to come up here? Come here. Come here, you big baby. Oh. All right. Oh, come here. He's getting scared. He's tired. We gave him some CBD to relax. Hey, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. See right there. See what I'm doing? So my dogs are very important to me. As most people are very important. And I'm not going to stop people from doing fireworks in my area. In Florida, it's legal on July 4th and New Year's Day or New Year's Eve to shoot off fireworks. I have no problem with it. And I'm not going to tell people they can't do it because my dogs get upset. That's a me issue, not a you issue. So I just give them loving. I don't go out. I stay home with them. Give them cuddles. We got a little tight jersey on him because he's a Flyers fan, aren't you? Because we're a Flyers family, except for my daughter. She's a traitor. She is a Lightning fan. What are you doing? What are you looking at? You want to get up here? What are you doing? Oh, it's... Yeah, my daughter's a traitor with the Lightning. I'm waiting for her to yell. We need to do something. We need an awakening in this country. And the only two things I see awakening it, and I don't even know if the one would work, would be like another event. I'm not calling for it. I'm just giving an example so nobody freaks out. Something like a 9/11. That brought us together, but that also is what ultimately really caused a divide in this country. Ooh, is that big stretch? Or unfortunately, some kind of civil war, which I don't want to see. I don't want that for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to have to grow up in that. My daughter's 22. I don't want... I'm lucky to have grandchildren. I don't want my grandchildren in something like that. It is not going to be pretty. I don't think it would last long. But you never know. You never know. And the reason why I say I don't think it'll last long is the people that are against arming themselves and arming the populace are the ones that are pushing it for the most part. And that's why I like last night's discussion on guns. If there was a gun problem in this country, it would be a lot worse than what they talk about. Way worse, people. All right, we got 8 minutes. You want down? No coffee. It's funny. He'll only drink my coffee. I'll tell you what. There you go. He loves my coffee, but only mine. 7 minutes. 7 minutes to the new year. I don't know if you can actually hear the booms in the distance. I'm hoping for a better year. I'm always being pessimistic, I guess. I agree 100%, Jack. If you don't like the country, you shouldn't be here. I only want people that want the American dream, that want to be part of the country. I wish we could get people like you that love this country, want to be here, instead of these assholes that wave foreign flags and tell me how great their country is. But then they get upset when they get sent back. You want more? Hold on. He's finishing my coffee. Yeah, that is a big headache, Phantom. My wife is a 49ers fan, and I'm so afraid in playoffs, my Eagles are going to have to go up against the 49ers. Yeah, I didn't think about that, Jack. I did not think about it. We all should run to the bathroom real quick. We got 6 minutes. Take a quick dump and don't take that shit into this year. Oh, I've never heard that before. I love that, man. I love that. I wish nothing but great things for this country. I want to see Europe turn around. I want to see Australia turn around. I really do. What's been happening in these countries is scary as hell. I have a lot of my descent. Well, my heritage is mostly UK, British. My last name is it's a village in England. Before that, it's the Vikings. I've done the DNA and all that and had fun with it, doing all that. And it comes from the Vikings. But what I see going on over there This is not what we sent Americans over to die for in World War I or World War II. It's not. And we need to turn it around, people. We need to straighten out the United States first. And then we need to turn our attention to the world and start helping get their shit straight. You want down? You're getting tangled up, aren't you? All right. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. All right, I got to sit back a little bit. There he goes. All right. Put that back. Dang, that's not sticking, is it? Yeah, that's supposed to be like that. Ah, that's beautiful on the Washington Monument right now. Why isn't that? Magnets aren't working that great, especially after they fall. Kane, yes, exactly, Kane. Yeah, but that might change over time. Hopefully people will start waking up. And that's because they were counting on that with a lot of the young to free stuff. And people are realizing free is not really free. Oh, let's see. Where are we? See, I'm a few seconds behind because the feeds I'm getting are a few seconds behind. So I know the feed you're getting is a few seconds behind. Let's see. No, I don't want that one. No, I don't want that one. Now we got music going on. 11:57, 3 minutes. Let's get the exact time. Any zone. We are at 11:57 and 45 seconds, people. We're almost to 2 minutes to the new year. Now, there's something my mom used to do all the time. She would, open the back door to let all the bad luck out. Open the front door to let new luck in. Shut the back door to keep the good luck in, and then shut the front door after midnight. We are under 2 minutes. I want everybody to have a better year. I want prosperity for everybody. Goodwill, all that. We are at a minute 30 seconds. Shortly after midnight, we will be going off air. I will go spend some time with my family. It's nothing offense. I just want to go spend the beginning of the New Year's with my family, but I wanted to spend some time with you guys. We're at 1 minute. 1 minute till 2026 rolls in and 2025 goes into the history book. Again, Happy New Year's to everybody from SHRmedia, from BZ, Sackhead Sean, Big E, from me, from some new talent we have coming. New shows coming up soon. We all wish you nothing but the best. Under 30 seconds, people. All right. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one Happy New Year's from SHR Media family to everybody listening. Happy New Year. 2026 is here. Let's make it a better year. Let's work at getting a better world. Yeah, see how we're kind of behind on time? It's like 30-second delay between, the videos getting to me and me processing. But let's watch what happens to the monument when it does hit the countdown. I don't know if you guys can hear the bangs outside. The fireworks that are going off, rapid fire. Let's see what this does, and then I'm going to head off air, spend time with my family. Again, Happy New Year's, not only from myself, from everyone here at SHR Media. Now that is bringing in the new year. Everybody, our normal schedules should be back on Monday. Till then, have a good night.